Hello, hello, hello. So today's been a weird day, and it's been a weird last couple of days actually. Now this one's predominantly about wrestling games. Okay, the tags might be Oasis, and you think, what's Oasis got to do with Jaws Revenge? I'll tell you. For some reason I got 14 copies of Jaws the Revenge in today at work. I was like, what? In 2024, one of the biggest releases of last week is Jaws the Revenge, and it sold that well. The AI has decided to order in quite a handful of copies. Wow. Anyway, Oasis is back together, and I'm not a fan of Oasis, but my friend Mark, who died last year, was a massive fan, and he would have absolutely loved it. And I just can't think now what it would have been like now for... I would have went with Chambers to the gig. I think they would have been amazing. And me and Belle actually got down to Newcastle last week, and we actually had a pint and beer killer. So I have a movie out called Searching for Chambers. It's free on YouTube. And it shows you the aftermath of Mark suddenly dying in like one of the last nights we were out in Newcastle together as a friendship circle. We're in Beer Killer, and he nearly died then there at the cost of beer. Me and Belle sat down, and it was I think it was 20 quid for the two steins, and middle of the day, and it was nice reflecting. So with that in mind, Mark was spiritually there. Now this is going to flip into two different stories about wrestling games, and I'm sitting in the living room right now, and it's crazy to think that Mark's been gone a year, and I'm happy that the film's done and dusted. It took a lot of work, and that's why I've been quite quiet in the aftermath of stuff. I was shopping for a new settee, which I'm actually sitting on one of them. I've got two new settees. And I found myself over in the retail park, and found myself in like the Barker and Stonehouse outlet and stuff like that. And I wandered into the Entertainer, wandered around, and I've been humming and hawing about probably getting a new PlayStation at some point, as well as a new TV. But bare necessities of the house I need, all crazy shit, one of the two. And when it comes to wrestling games, I haven't really bothered. I used to be a die-hard wrestling fan, and this is where the story will go together. WWE 24 now has been out well over 6 months. They're coming out earlier and earlier. And I bought the version really late last year, and obviously downloaded Bray Wyatt, and in Searching for Chambers, 2K23 appears within the film, as there was a brand new intro shot for it. And the last time I ever seen Mark was where I was right now, and he had cheated on the wrestling game, as you see in the film. And the last thing I seen of him was walking down the street to the Ultimate Warrior's theme tune, because once you win a wrestling match, there'll be a screen pause, the music will play. And every year wrestling games aren't as good as they used to be. I think every year I don't think they really break new ground. They do the update, they do the roster, and they sell you on that. I think one of the biggest problems I find every year with games is breaking it down. It's not like Giant Crab, like if you ever played that, but like breaking a game down to its core and like what's fun about wrestling. But then it's dealing with the generation of a fighting game. And the N64 games are, but shouted out, the best wrestling games ever made. Just for what they were, and just never see it really evolved. And AEW was a massive letdown. I do own that. But anyway, I was in the Entertainer, Smith's Toys, and I'd done a lap, and I came back, and the wrestling game was sitting on the shelf for like $24.99. That's clearly priced wrong, because it's 50 quid over there, it's 50 quid over there, it's 50 quid over there. Why is it $24.99 there? And I went away and came back. Now, funny enough, the guy I served us is actually, seen us do the lap of the shop. He was giving us the evil eyes, or, he was just generally going to go, "You alright? Looking for anything?" I'm like, "No, looking for a couch, and I've ended up here." And anyway, the wrestling game was on the shelf at $24.99. I went, "You know what, fuck it, I'll buy it." So I did. Went to countdown. He went, "That's $49.99. I went, "No. It's $24.99 on the shelf. There's no sticker on your product. Like, it's there. It's in black and white. It's on the sticker." And he walked over and went, "Yeah, someone's in trouble over this. So yeah, it's $24.99. Yeah." So I got the game half price. Now I got home. It took an hour and a half to upload on PlayStation. Okay, so gone on the days of cartridge in, bing bong, fucking Sting standing in the middle of the rainy street, and the fucking truck coming down for no reason. Anyone get that reference? But anyway, I started playing the showcase mode, and like the showcase mode, fucking hell, man. Like, it's not fun. It hasn't been fun for years. Like, when they can't mention Madison Square Garden, but like the showcase, it's not fun. You have to squint, and you know what I mean, squint to see what it's expecting you to do, and it's nothing pretty. Get the wrestler in the corner, hit him with free moves, then do your special move. Of course, the computer knows what you're gonna do and fucking reverses it. It becomes frustrating. It's not fun. And like the Macho Man match with Hogan, and basically it shows you them in a sleeper hold, and it shows you the whole sleeper hold, and you're like, right, you're only showing us that because you haven't actually put that in, like rest mode. Do you know what I mean? Like mini game modes, you haven't evolved the simple bat grab smash, which the N64 really did and SmackDown ran with. There's nothing new and improved so far. I haven't played it yet. Went, fuck, look at that. So anyway, I want to play the story mode because all the new Bray Wyatts are on. And WrestleMania 5 was on, and fuck my life. I'm sitting here trying to beat the Ultimate Warrior as ravishing Rick Rude at WrestleMania 5. And you've got to do the stupid things, get the pad outside, attack the arm, do this, and of course, fuck, next thing you know, gorilla press, fucking splash, fucking wins. And the first time I was like, fuck off, computer. And then the second time, I had a very eerie presence in this room. Like, very eerie. And then the third time I lost, I felt suspicion. Fourth, fifth, sixth, I kept losing. Count outs, fucking ran the ring post. I felt, who the fuck? And all of a sudden in my head, I heard Mark's laugh. And I felt, for that hour, while I was trying to win with Rick Rude, every time I would get close, I would lose. And I just generally felt Mark's presence in this room. And I felt like I was sitting back when we were kids playing the game. I felt that he was here. I felt like him laughing at us, and I just felt. And then the news broke that Oasis got back together, and I was a mess, but it was so real. And I just heard like, you know, like cheating as you always would, and I was just so fucking frustrated. I'm like, why is this game so shit? But on that game, on that thing, it worked well. And yeah, I still think the games can be massively improved. Like, they're just, you know, please someone just play the N64 game and go, even if it was for nostalgia. Anyway, I've got an outtake about a wrestling game. So, quickly in the outtakes, today I see my stepmom from New Zealand, and she's over, her mum's up in Scotland, and she came down just to grab lunch with us, and we just talked, and it's been a catch-up. I haven't seen her since last year she came over, and then before that New Zealand. It was great. And I remember when I was like 14, 15, going into HMV, and back then, you know, didn't have social media phones or anything, and just been shocked with her that No Mercy WWE, it was on the shelf on the N64, like 50, 60 quid. Then N64 games were not cheap, especially being cartridges. And I remember buying it for my birthday, and of course my dad living in New Zealand and my two little brothers there. Yeah, I just never forget that. And I've actually still got the game upstairs. It's the N64. It's plugged into the Eden Studio. It's on the small screen. You can just click it on and button bashed away, and like you don't have to worry about showcases. It's like, there's your wrestler. Fucking try and beat the computer. And it's very competitive. Like a clothesline from hell and knocking somebody out, and that noise it made. It's just like, yeah, that's brilliant. Or the cries and the tap outs. Still to this day, I don't want to be fucking smashing the fucking hell out of the control pad to try and get a submission. Like, then it's on, is your wrestler fucked? Yep, someone's broke, tapped out, you win. So yeah, I grabbed dinner with her, then I went around a few shops, and I walked past Crime Exchange, and in the window was there on the shelf, N64 in its box. And I've still got the box with a Rock on the front cover and Edge doing his heel kick. There it was on the shelf to buy, 30 quid, you know. And I went, that is so fucking freaky. My mum's here stepmom's here from New Zealand. She bought me that game when it first came out. You know, we're never in the Metro Centre together. And I never walked past this window. And I walked past the window, and there's the N64 No Mercy game, which is just fucking the best wrestling game they've ever made. And nothing really comes close. But yeah, There's all the nostalgia and all that kind of stuff, but what makes wrestling games that is actual, fuck the button bashing, fuck all the like the power-ups and that, the core of a wrestling game. You know what I mean? Just the giant cram had me addictive back in the day. And just, yeah, rant over. Coincidence. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.